What's up, guys? Welcome back to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron. Today on New Music Monday, we're going to be checking out some of the new stuff that's going to be coming out on June 25th, which is tomorrow. We got some interesting bands dropping some new songs and albums, and a lot of bands that I don't really have on my radar too often. So it's kind of interesting to see them pop up, and I'm kind of excited to get to listen to some of these bands and get a little bit more into them. The first one is Make Them Suffer is dropping a new single titled Contraband, which features Courtney LaPlante. I believe that's how you say her last name. She is the vocalist from Spirit Box. If I'm going to be 100% honest, I wasn't really all that into Make Them Suffer's last album, How to Survive a Funeral. I mean, it's good. I gave it a 6.6 out of 10, which isn't really it isn't a negative score. And it's grown on me quite a bit more. I'd probably give it closer to like maybe a 7 at this point. But I think it just came out at a wrong time. I mean, just before it, Currents came out with the album. And then The Ghost Inside released their new album, their comeback album, which had a ton of hype. Bleed From Within released their album Fracture, which is one of my favorite albums. And then the Acacia Strain released the album right after it. By this time, Acacia Strain had 4 of their EPs released for their album of Slow Decay. So practically the entire album was already released. And amongst those, I feel like it just came out at a bad time. And there's a lot of hype around it, but with all those heavy hitters coming out around the same time, it just didn't really stand up. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to incorporate Courtney into this song. I'm not really sure if they're going to use Courtney and Book of Nile in this song together doing vocals. It'd be really interesting if they did. I don't know. I'm just kind of interested to see how they're going to make this all work. Beartooth is also releasing their album titled Below. I did a review on the first single that they released for it titled The Past is Dead. I found it to be fairly forgettable and pretty boring after about the 4th listen. Only like the bridge and the breakdown were interesting to begin with, and they just kind of lost their charm after a while. I do plan on doing a review on this album though, even though I don't expect a whole lot out of it, because I've been wrong before. And not only that, but the other 2 singles that they released, Devastation and Hell of It, I believe those are the names of them, were a lot more promising than The Past is Dead. So I'm hoping that the album will have a little bit more of that kind of energy rather than just a basic hardcore song. We're also getting a new album from Light the Torch titled You Will Be the Death of Me. Of course, I plan on reviewing this. How could I say no to Howard? For those of you who don't know, Howard Jones is the old vocalist for Killswitch Engage, and he's probably one of the most influential metalcore vocalists probably ever. I believe Killswitch Engage is probably one of the most influential metalcore bands also. So, I mean, I can't say no to him. And also, I've never listened to one of their albums in its entirety, so it's going to be interesting to actually sit down and listen to this entire thing all the way through and just listen to some new music. The Christian metalcore band War of Ages is releasing a new track titled No Altars. I like this band quite a bit, even though they're just okay. Their last album that came out with Void had some good moments to it, but all around it was just okay. Their album before that, Alpha, I liked a lot more. This is just, they have a very outdated sound. It's kind of like old school Demon Hunter. If any of you guys are familiar with like their first like 2 or 3 albums, it has a sound like that. Even production style, it just isn't very modern sounding. One of my friends referred to them as like baby metal, and not like the band Baby Metal, more like just metal for like kids, I guess. I don't know, but that's kind of what I like about them. It's part of their charm, I suppose. I look forward to this song coming out, but I'm probably not going to do a review on it. Blueshift is coming out with a new song titled Phantasm, and just hell yes, this is one of my favorite era-inspired progressive metalcore bands right now. I did a review on their last album, Voyager. I loved it, and I still listen to it all the time. They've been teasing about coming out with something new on their Instagram for quite some time, and I'm just here. I'm ready for it. The band Leprous is coming out with a new track also titled Running Low. For people who aren't familiar with this band, they're like a slower, softer version of like Sleep Token in a way. Like, take everything that's aggressive and distorted about Sleep Token and flip it the opposite way and make it clean. Even sometimes some synth effects, very clean guitars, piano, keyboard stuff. The vocals, or even take out the deep vocals, even the distorted vocals, and just make them go really high, like really high. And that's basically Leprous. It's not really my style of music, but I did a review because somebody requested it almost exactly a year ago. I think I did it last April, and I had a really hard time getting into the album. I couldn't figure it out whatsoever. And then one morning I was listening to it while it was raining, and I was looking out in my backyard, it was a pretty big backyard at the time. It was just a field basically, and it just clicked. I got it. In that moment, I understood it, and I learned how to appreciate them. And even though they're not like one of my favorite bands, I don't think I really listened to too much of them after I did the review. I'm still looking forward to this song. We also get a new song from Mayday Parade titled Kids of Summer. This one came out like 2 days ago. I think it came out on like the 22nd or something like that. I've been on a pop punk kick lately, so I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm going to do a review on it. I'll probably have it out by maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. We'll have to see how it goes, but I will be doing a review on this one. There's a lot of new stuff coming out tomorrow, so go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what you're looking forward to, especially if I missed something big. This is just some of the stuff that kind of piqued my interest while I was looking for new releases. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, ring the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on any of my future stuff. Leave a request for Request Wednesday. We'll throw it up on the whiteboard, which is currently right there. You can't see it right now. And we will get you squared away on that. Hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night, whenever you happen to be watching this. And I will talk to you guys next time.
I was trying to make it lying on. My parents said to save me. Years gone by, turning over, ignoring everything. Said to convict me. 17 at the top of my head.